Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this live trading webinar. I hope everyone is doing all right today. Ruben, Mr. Carlos, Maria Julia, good morning all. SY, good morning. Good morning, guys. So, risk warning simply states that this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide any trading or investment advice or personal recommendation. And how can you listen to the weekly fundamental analysis? Please visit the admiralmarkets.com on your browser. Type admiralmarkets.com at the top. Then the main page will open and you can click here at the analytics sections and you can click on the weekly trading podcast and simply scroll down so you will find the way you can listen to the podcast. So, and if you haven't downloaded the mobile application, please make sure you do that. Let's go straight to the charts. Ibrahim, Nick, Zarabayat, Ute, everyone. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, guys. Good morning and welcome to the webinar. So, pound against the US dollar, price on the daily chart, found some bottom here, price within the Bollinger Band. So, this can cause the price to temporarily push to the upside. So, we have to understand where are the key levels. First key level is right there at the top. Weekly chart high is this one here, as pointed on the chart. So price might come all the way here. So we identified as well a new structure on the daily chart with a daily high, this point here. So there is the room for the price to move as I show you here. So price can push higher at the least up to this point. And here is what traders, they usually get confused. Okay, Theo, maybe the price will push and come all the way to this region here. Yes, maybe, but the room of opportunity for high probability setup, it's up to here. If it's going to break and close above this high here, then we're going to look for more higher prices. If we scroll down on the lower time frame for our chart, there is, I try to zoom out a little bit, there is an accumulation here. As you see, guys, price tries to accumulate and the RSI is printing positive divergence. Therefore, a push to the upside might be occurred. But as I told you multiple times, ideally the way to trade these time frames is to find the boundaries on the weekly chart. If you like to trade price action setups on the daily or on the 4-hour, especially in lower time frames, please find the boundaries on the weekly chart. Which are the boundaries of the weekly chart? It's the weekly previous week low and previous week high. Then you go to the daily chart and you try to find another more relevant support and resistance area. So this one here, this one there at the bottom, and this one here at the top. And then you go to the 4-hour chart or even 1-hour chart, any lower time frame basically, and you try to find some catalyst, either higher highs and higher lows, or bullish engulfing, or hammers, or any price action you believe is strong enough and you like to trade them. I prefer to trade engulfings and hammers, to be honest, rather than anything else on the lower time frames, especially. So we identified that there is room of opportunity for the price to move up to here. So we can use that and maybe look for some bullish momentum. But overall, the trend is down, so you have to appreciate that the market is in a downtrend, okay? And when you try to buy against the major trend, you have to understand that you are buying against the major trend. That's all. Next one is the euro against the US dollar. Price make lower highs, lower lows. It's in a free fall. Here are the boundaries we identified: previous week's high, previous week's low. On the daily chart, price reacted last week and didn't close below. So this week it didn't break below and close on daily chart. A bit of consolidation here on the 4-hour though. It was some change of market structure here, lower highs and lower lows. They transform to higher highs and higher lows. Tradable opportunity for order block traders, this one here. Although I will slowly try to introduce you to a little bit different concept of trading, although it's not the one I usually trade, but maybe other traders will find themselves to be more in tune with this type of trading setups, like to rest limit orders in the market after you found the market structure, and then you have a stop loss a little bit below the recent lows, and you wait for the price to come and take your order before it pushes to the upside. So pretty much all the majors, they are retracing back to their means, so they are dumping a little bit the US dollar this week. But again, it's a major downtrend. We see lower highs and lower lows on the higher time frames, and every time we try to buy the bottom, we must be very, very well cautious that this market is moving mainly in the opposite direction. So we better do a good analysis, like focused analysis. Here it's a possible area of resistance. Market might tap into this area before it continue pushing lower. Australian dollar, US dollar, that's a more decent market in my opinion, because it's a clear double bottom on the weekly chart compared to the euro and the pound. Market made lower highs and lower lows. The double bottom on the euro and the pound is here. Up. If the last week's low touched at this point here, then we could talk about the possible bottom, but now the price has room to move to the downside. But again, our boundaries is until previous week's low. Next one, so continue to the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Here it's a double bottom, and the price this week on the daily chart, you see this is the Monday, that was the 11th. After this bottom here on the daily as well, 4 hour, of course. For limit orders traders, here is the way you could enter the market. We identified that this market create this impulse move. I told you many times that right at the middle of the move, likely it's going to be a strong support. And at this stage, the support came right here, as you can see from this gap created early Monday morning. So if someone, it was actually a trade I took yesterday, I had a limit order here, buy limit order. I had a stop loss below this recent low here, this one, and my target was this one here. So I'm out of the trade now. Again, this is a way to trade trending markets or strong bottom or strong top markets. In the middle of the ranging, we don't attempt to do anything. The reason I want to trade from the weekly resistance to sell and to buy from the weekly support is because the market already ended the directional move, in this case to the downside. It tapped into an area of possible rejection, so a direction move upward is possible. So I try to scalp, or to not exactly to scalp on the lower time frames, but to take something from the market in that period of consolidation, but not here. I won't attempt to do anything here. It's in the middle of the move. We don't know if there are orders here waiting to be filled to the downside, or if these orders here created with this bullish engulfing, these are the market participant who is going to push the market higher. We don't know that. That's why the best trades to take, the high probability setups to catch are the setups where market touch the weekly and daily support and resistance and find some rejection or change of structure on the lower time frames. That's where the high probability setups appear. Let's read some comments. Rumen, Edward, Ponzo, good morning, guys. Edward, double bottom. Yes, Zarabayat said, hi, Theo. The intraday range for the euro US dollar, 1.71, 1.75, but that's 5 pips. Not 75 pips. Irene, good morning, Irene. Euro US dollar. That's the daily chart. I'm talking about the range of the weekly chart. It's 10809, 106, though it's 200 pips or 100, whatever is here, 130, sorry. So these are the boundaries. Guys, in tomorrow's webinar, I will do something else for you. I will delete all the indicators and show you again a simple process to follow. I don't have the time to do it now. I should have done it from the beginning. Catherine, good morning. And Mladen, good morning as well. Tomorrow, guys, make sure you participate on the webinar, and I will show you a top-down analysis, a top-down approach, so you never get confused. You're gonna use that every day, day in, day out, and you try and see if that approach match with your trading personality, and you can simply trade that way. So USDJPY, I said that the resistance is much higher than what many people they find it here. And trust me, because I am in many Telegram channels where they people express their opinions about the markets, and surprisingly, yesterday I saw a bunch of people, they were selling the US dollar against the Japanese yen from here. But why to do that here where there is a resistance up there? I don't understand. Anyway, let's see if the market it's gonna drop. So on the 4-hour chart, it was an obvious gap, and we said gaps likely to get filled. All right, so we see what's gonna happen here. USD, Canadian dollar, finally. I was waiting for these guys, and you know that I was commenting. I comment every single day about that for weeks now. Market to tap into this area here and sell it, but we need a way to enter to the market. On the daily chart, unfortunately, this wasn't a way to enter. The price action wasn't that good enough. On the 4-hour chart, though, again, nothing was screaming that it's gonna reverse. Not false breakout, nothing. Only after this bearish candle occurred, only after this one here, then some choppy price action there, and the market at 4 o'clock in the morning, broker time, so that Sydney session sold off. And again, that was a good area to participate, but how we could participate if we weren't in front of the chart. So pretty much If I don't get the move right at the top, then there is a strong support here, as you can see. I wouldn't be interested to enter the market. CHF and US dollar, or US dollar against the CHF, is approaching this area of resistance. It's in a downtrend on the weekly chart as well. On the daily chart is filling up these leftover areas behind. So price is making it finally to this area of resistance. Should we expect a sell-off? Absolutely, we should expect it. Why not? But we need the right market conditions to enter. Now, divergence, negative divergences appear on the RSI, which is good on the 4-hour chart. This false breakout here may indicate that this market was a good to trade it to the downside. So I will be monitoring this market and see if something changed, because now we don't have a structure, right? We have just a ranging market upside and down on the 4-hour chart as well on the hourly chart. So I would prefer to see some sort of structure and then get involved with this market. Euro JPY, interesting one. At this support, price is moving from this support to this resistance on the daily chart. This hammer pushed the price temporarily above the support, but there is another reversal candlestick at this area of minor resistance that found on the daily chart here, and the price is not clear in this market, so I'm not interested to take any trade. And pound JPY weekly chart, again, it's not there. Mainly these markets, for our chart, nothing. I can't see something interesting on these charts. Now, Janice and Cherry, good morning both. Guys, any other markets? Usually I'll keep my focus and my attention on the majors, and then Euro JPY and Pound JPY, because Japanese yen as currencies, it has a good technical approach. Therefore, I like to keep an eye on that. Silver, weekly chart on the free fall. Here it's the next area of support down there. Market is ranging on the weekly chart. Okay, it doesn't have any recognizable character, but there is room for opportunity to the low to move lower. We commented from this area here, so there is minimal minor room of opportunity. Although the lower the time frame you go, you will experience very wide spreads. That's why I don't trade it on the intraday. Maximum on the daily chart, I used to trade the silver. WTI pushing higher and higher and higher. We mark the $94 per barrel as the next area of resistance, and we expected the market to reach that level. On the daily chart, everything screams for buys. This is a very technical chart. It developed as a technical chart based on this market structure. Price make higher high, so that the RSI. So there is a confirmation between the price and the momentum indicator. So it looks like this is a healthy move to the upside compared to this move here. And these are the times we have to sit tight and wait as like the snipers for the price to come down at an area of confluence, like the upward trend line, like the horizontal support, and maybe the 20-period moving average from the Bollinger Bands indicator, and then look for buys. And gold, Weekly chart, it breaks below the 40 period moving average. That's the 200 period moving average of the daily chart, and price looks like it wants to push lower to this level to retest the support. Again, as yesterday, today, if you ask me to trade intraday in this one, I will prefer to sell it rather than buy it, at least something like the London session. Ruben asked, send the link of the webinar, please. Ruben, which webinar? And let's check the DAX 40. Let's start from the weekly chart. We see that the price is, it bounced from this weekly level. Here are the previous week's high and low. On the daily chart, though, there is a daily level here. That's an obvious one, so better to keep it on the chart. Now, price bounce from this weekly support, and it didn't push to the upside like it did here with this candle, like it did here, like it did there. So this level becomes now very suspicious to break. Again, I repeat that. Why? Price in the past bounce from this weekly support and push immediately upward. Here, bounce rejected and push upward. Here, touch and push upward. Here, touch and push upward. Here, touch and close there. So it looks like there is a weakness in this market. For our chart, looks like a bearish engulfing candle will be developed if the market will close like this at 12 p.m. broker time or 10 a.m. UK time. Ideally, we will be looking for short in this market today for the London breakout strategy. 5-minute chart, as you can see, makes lower highs and lower lows. So what I will be looking for today, I will be looking for the market to come at some areas like this one here and like this one there for a high probability setup. Okay. Why? Because the hourly chart, as you can see, it created a very long candlestick. If we're going to sell here, the stop loss has to go above here. If the entry will be there, the stop loss has to be there. So how many pips? These are 55 points. Ruben, it's not going to be a webinar. It's going to be during the live trading session. So last hour's high, last hour's low, the range is so long for this market to go for 2-to-1 during the European session. So on the lower time frames, I will be monitor the price to come on this at this area of resistance, and to see a price action like a bearish engulfing or a dragonfly, a gravestone, not a dragonfly, and or even a shooting star, something reversal price action to go short. Or if the price will penetrate from this level here, I will be looking for this one there. Now, if we don't see during the next 5 minutes a blue candle, a bullish candle moving upwards, I wouldn't be rushed to sell the break, as the Bollinger Bands, they are in this, they are over the price, it's overstretched outside of the Bollinger Bands. All right. Now, this trade might not happen right at the London Open, but it might happen later on If I see it in the next couple of hours, I will be around and I will post it on the Telegram channel. I will reply under these webinars. But if we see a blue candle here, yes, there might be a good opportunity to sell at the London Open. This is the COBA. Nothing here, to be honest. Daily chart, very messy. 4-hour chart, same. That's the pound DOS, nothing there. Pound JPY, nothing. Sorry, Euro JPY, Euro Kiwi, messy here. I tried to be away from these cross pairs, guys, except the Euro JPY and the Pound JPY. Look at the New Zealand JPY. It's been since the first of, it's been 6 weeks. This pair is just moving between this consolidation area. It's not even a ranging market to sell the top and buy the bottom, nothing. That's why I don't like to trade these cross pairs. There are enough of opportunities, plenty of opportunities on the majors to trade. Pound US dollar. Let's see if we're gonna have a breakout during this session. Euro. Let's check the euro again. Nothing. Nothing here. So it looks like we're not going to find the entry we want. If you guys want to play a buy stop order, place a buy stop order here, the room of opportunity is somewhere, give it or take 10 pips, 10 points, okay. But because I want to go vigorously for 2-1, I need to wait for some kind of retracement. Maria commented, today we have major news with the euro, so maybe wait a bit. That's very true. The European Central Bank will announce the interest rates today. But they will announce them at 1:15 GMT time. So I don't see this as an obstacle for trading in the morning. Let's check on the other platform. The other strategy, guys, remember I taught you, is when you wait for the market to, on the 5-minute chart, to the price to close outside of the Bollinger Band in a trending environment. When you see a reversal price action and there is a fairly room for the market to move to the upside, can be used as a good idea to buy it. But again, London Open always is a bit tricky. Yes, of course, is why I can look for the Nasdaq 100 and the Dow Jones 30. let's wait for the London Open, and then we're going to look on those. Okay. I'm not rushing to sell this one, guys, to be honest. Although the market can move 10 points, absolutely it can move. Why not? So here is the current environment. That's the 1 minute time frame, just to monitor this price action. Guys, in those days that maybe the market really doesn't give the opportunity to take the trade right at this time we have the live trading session, I don't want to rush and take a trade just for the sake of, okay, we took a trade. As you know, the time is very limited here. Instead of having 1 hour or 1.5 hours after the London Open to get some good waves, some good trades, we don't have that privilege. So I try to squeeze as much as possible within this 5-10 minutes after the London Open. That's all. But for new traders here, I realize, because you don't know how to manage your trades and you need some guidance, after we end the webinar, you find yourself in trades, maybe you don't know what to do after we end the webinar, where to have take profits and what the market shows you, what price action shows, and so on. So I'm telling you, market, it's overextended, right? It's stretching. Now, if you haven't placed a sell stop order here, that's a 10 points already played out. If you haven't placed a stop order here, a sell stop, I really will be keeping an eye in the next 1 hour or so, every 5 minutes, to see when the market approaches this area of resistance here. If it approaches and shows a reversal price action, I will be looking to sell it. If it approaches and close above, I will keep an eye on this one here, and trust me, somewhere here, a strong price action likely to appear, and we can take a trade to the downside. Okay. Let's check the Nasdaq 100 and the Dow Jones. Dow Jones. As per yesterday's price action, it's still around the 20-period moving average. It's in this market is technically in an uptrend on the weekly chart, but consolidating for between these lines here. So we have to wait for a breakout to see if it's going to continue to the upside or to the downside. For me, I wouldn't be, as I commented yesterday on this market, with this doji candle, I didn't go short. I'm not going long now because I don't see any price action. The market is not, the price action is not right at the level of support to buy it. Nasdaq, that's the monthly chart. Weekly chart, again, inside candle like the Dow Jones. On the daily chart, indecision, but it found some support we see at the 20 period moving average of the Bollinger Band. It might push higher. Keep in mind that if you're buying the Nasdaq, there is a strong level of resistance here, and then there is a strong level of resistance up there. So keep these two in mind for your trading. So DAX, still nothing. That's the hourly chart. What I like, you are very welcome as well. What I really like, guys, to do on the DAX, and it's something that everyone can follow on this webinar. On the hourly chart at the London Open, if there is a price action, let's say like this one here, indicates a reversal, or if there is a small range price action like this one here, we can go for a 20 pip stop loss and 40 pip take profit to go for 2 to 1. Okay. I don't have any Telegram channel myself, Ruben. I use the Telegram channel of Admirals. Aren't you guys on the Telegram channel? I can send you the link right now. Here is the Telegram channel. Guys, on the Telegram, let me share the screen and show you something here. I thought you knew about that. Where is that one? This one here. So this is the Telegram channel of Admirals. Okay. And when I say I will post something on the Telegram channel, I find the today's live webinar announcement by Admirals, and I reply on that post. Okay, I don't create a new post. I just reply on the post. That's how, and I see very few people, so they receiving notifications or they are on the Telegram, because only 30 people, they saw that we have live today. So all the time, if I have something to comment it, I post it underneath this. Okay, guys, I think I have to wrap up for today. It was a privilege and honor to host this webinar again. And tomorrow, stay tuned. I'll look forward to see you, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the strategy you can follow, about the top-down analysis you can do for your trading. Thank you so much. Happy trading, and I will see you tomorrow.